Hello, my name is Kenji and I'm a rising freshman to Leiden High School in Almaden. For my main project, I chose a remote-controlled robot tank, and I have reached my first milestone in finishing this project. For my first milestone, my goal is to finish building the chassis of the robot tank and the wheel and track, as well as the gearbox that controls these wheels. During this time, I've had to learn what a gear ratio is and how this gear would turn these two wheels when I move it back and forth. However, I would not need to manually move this once I build the motors in, which will be in my next milestone. My double gearbox has a gear ratio of 114.7 to a 1 ratio, and this helps me to speed up these wheels as well as synchronize these tracks. This gear ratio also helped me find the wheel torque once I multiply the motor torque by this ratio, which will be added later on. While building this first milestone, I ran into some problems, and one of them are building the gearbox itself. This gearbox had many fine and tiny parts, and they were very frustrating to keep track of and build into the final product. Another main problem that I ran into is putting these wheels and tracks onto the universal plate. During this phase, there was not many instructions, and I had to figure out most of the things by myself. And also, as well as I had to learn how to use a Dremel to be able to get the correct parts and cut out the pieces to be able to fit these things on there. I was able to finish my first milestone within the time limit that I set my goal for, and I will be moving on to the motor, Arduino, and the coding part in my next milestone. Thank you.